No, I'm just playing. All right, it is Tuesday, and so this is a part 2 of the Hall of Fame game. So my brother had a couple of questions, and I wanted to see what his feel was like on what he felt when he watched football for the first time and what he saw in the Raiders Jacksonville game.
What up?
What's good? So,
Yeah.
as I just told the people, first question. What did you, because you fired off a little bit when it came to Josh Jacobs. So give me your feel for Josh Jacobs. And if I'm not mistaken, to quote you, you said that dude is on a last year of his deal and they didn't re-up him?
Yeah, there been talks that that they were thinking about trading him. And I was like, there's no way. It's like your best back you have. Um, and then I was like, why are they using him so much? Like, I know the stat line says 5 carries for 30 yards, but he played a lot. And in the first preseason game, and it's a Hall of Fame game, like, I have issues with the Raiders because we know the Raider fans go hard, right?
Yeah.
Right? They hard. They show up too, and they're in Canton. So you know what I would have did? I'd have I would have started and said, all right, for one drive, a good drive now, not just 3 and out. I'm gonna show my new weapons just for the fans. Throw out your boy Carr, throw out Adams and Jacobs, and let's just see what they could do. Just as preview, just to show the fans that we got more of this coming when we tune up. Just wait. And for the fact that Derek Carr didn't play a snap, but Josh Jacobs had 5 carries for 30 yards on a preseason, not even week 1, because it's a Hall of Fame game. Do you really count this game as a preseason game? I mean, because they're still going to play 4, or are they playing 3? Like, does this count as one of their third, or do they get an extra one?
I think this counts as one of the third. Because if I'm not mistaken, everybody gets one bye week now. As the preseason is 5 weeks, but everybody plays 3 games. I think that's the way it works. Because doesn't the NFL season start in 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken?
So the NFL season starts the second week. I believe. Let's see right here. I'm gonna find out. I'm pulling up the schedule right now.
Okay.
So week 1 starts September 11th or September 8th and September 11th.
So we got 4 weeks.
Right. So they have 3 weeks of preseason. But in those 3 weeks of preseason, the Raiders play on Sunday the 14th. Then they play then they play on the 20th at Miami. And then they play in Vegas on a Friday the 26th of August. So they get 4 preseason games.
Oh, so they do.
So they get Hall of Fame weekend was just a Hall of Fame weekend. But if that's the case, throw out your people. 1 game.
Let me put it this way. Did you see Abdullah run after Jacobs?
Yeah. I saw what he did.
He looked pretty darn good too. And then you got to remember they got that running back from Georgia.
Yeah, they got
Cook's cousin. I'm sorry, Cook's brother.
Zamir White.
They got Zamir White.
Yes, Zamir White is from Georgia.
Oh. Zamir White can run.
Yeah, he had a 52 yards that game. So I'm just saying, like, if I was the Raiders and I haven't won a playoff game in forever, and I finally got to the playoffs, and there's all this talk that you're going to beat my Chiefs and be the number 1 seed in the AFC, show me. Come out blazing glowing first and be like, hey, this is first series. Just show me, like, oh, look at all the weapons we got. But they didn't do that. Derek Carr chilled in the bench. Josh Jacobs ran like he was week 2 of the preseason games.
Man. So, hey, Rashawn, how you doing? And okay, so we have to play an extra game, and I got a wide receiver worth 30 million, and you want to see a $30 million deer run out there and play against dudes who, because if I'm not mistaken, the corners weren't out there for
But it's a Hall of
the
Fame.
Jaguars.
But it's the Hall of Fame game.
That's why he was out there stretching and practicing and talking to coaches. But Josh McDaniels, look, he showed more than he really had to. I know one thing for a fact. The Vegas Raiders will be, I want to say, top 12 in rushing the football. And this is just from seeing one quarter in a Hall of Fame game from Vegas. I'm telling you right now, they're going to be very impressive running the ball. Passing?
Do you know?
That backup quarterback looked terrible.
Well, let me tell you, what caught my eye was the offensive line. Because if this was their starting offensive line, and I gotta believe it was, because that's why Josh Jacobs played.
It was 3 of 5.
Then I don't know the other two, but these 5 look really good.
Look good, yeah. And I also want to say on the other side of that rookie for Jacksonville, that very first round pick, he's not Myles Garrett at all. But that dude's athletic and fast. What'd you think of him?
Yeah, he did good. He did all right. I wasn't really paying too much attention to Jacksonville because I don't expect them to do a lot this year. And I know Doug Peterson. I mean, I'm gonna give him some time, right? I'm gonna give him a little bit of time because he doesn't have what Josh McDaniel has. Like Josh McDaniel got a pretty much team ready to go as a first head coach, but
yeah, and he's got to rebuild this, right?
Doug Peterson got to start from scratch. See, I agree with not playing Trevor Lawrence in this game, but because they're not going nowhere. They're not doing anything.
But see, that's why I would have played him. See, the reason why I would have played him is because they don't have any depth. And I said that on part 1 of this. They had no depth whatsoever. But that backup quarterback had a really good feel for what Doug wanted to do in this offense.
Yeah.
That kid was releasing the ball quick.
Kyle Sloter it might be a decent backup. I mean, he had 127 yards. So we're talking about Kyle Sloter, or are we going to be talking about Jake Luton?
I think it was Sutter.
Yeah, because Luton is
it was Luton.
Second-year pick. I didn't really see much Luton. I saw Sloter. Sloter looked good.
Luton looked good.
So
I was surprised he got that ball out of his hand quick. He found targets before they got to their route, which is what you want to see from a young quarterback. I was shocked. Now, we all know Jacksonville has a running back that could be top 15, top 10 in the league. But everybody forgot about him because he got hurt at the end of last year. So they got 2 good wide receivers. We know about Lawrence. They got 1 good tight end. They got 1 good running back. But if anybody gets hurt, they're in trouble.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, they don't have much rounded team like Las Vegas does. So we'll see what they do. They gotta, what I say before, they were gonna go 2-4 and something. I don't know. I don't remember. Let me pull it up.
I don't remember. Yeah, I was actually looking for those notes. See, I still got my notes from last night right here. That's why
I could tell you right now. Hold on. I'll tell you right now what I said that they were going to.
I mean, I got my notes about the Titans because I got the Titans going 12-5 and winning the division.
Got to go through all the old stuff.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm doing. So my other question that I wanted to ask you, we know how much you love Derek Carr. So the question is, if you had your choice, who would you pick? Trevor Lawrence or Derek Carr?
Well, come on now. I'll have to pick Derek Carr. I mean, just because I don't like Trevor Lawrence.
You don't like Trevor Lawrence?
I think Derek Carr's a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. I'm not that foolish of hate that says, hey, I don't like Derek Carr.
Okay, I just want to remember this conversation.
What you think? You'd pick Trevor Lawrence over Derek Carr?
Absolutely. I'm still waiting for Kerm to get on here and accept the trade where I trade Tannehill for Derek Carr, and I would have traded Marcus Mariota for Derek Carr.
No,
so I'm still.
I said you would trade. You would pick Lawrence over Derek Carr?
No, absolutely not. And I have the Jacksonville Jaguars with 6 wins.
6 wins? I'm still trying to pull mine up. Hold on.
I haven't put mine in the Rocket Book yet. But then again, I wrote on regular paper this time instead of the Rocket Book paper. So that's
I have the Jacksonville Jaguars finishing 6-11. So, I mean, they're gonna win 6 games this year.
Okay.
Pushing it.
Okay, and as far as the last question, I have the Chargers winning 8 games and being last in the division. Who do you got? Do you have the Raiders in the bottom of the division?
No, I have the Broncos in the bottom of that division. I have the Raiders and the Broncos tied for 9 and go at 9. They're 9-8.
Okay, I don't know if this is just because like you're a Chiefs fan, because I don't know how you're the only person who thinks that the Denver Broncos with Russell Wilson, the best quarterback in the NFL, is going to finish dead last.
Because Russell Wilson is not the best quarterback in the NFL. He looked good, but that was a big fish in a small pond, right? This is the AFC West.
Wow. Okay.
AFC West.
They were in the NFC West. Cardinals, 49ers, Rams. What?
I understand that, but to me personally, the Rams out of nowhere came good because it was a fluke. They needed stadium. They needed to sell stadium seats. So that's why they won. The NFL said they gotta win the Super Bowl because no one's buying seats at that SoFi Stadium other than WWE wrestling. Okay. So Seattle had a bad year. San Francisco had a bad year. And Arizona, they're just a young team.
Oh man.
So
okay.
I'm just saying the AFC West is a lot different than what people think of. AFC West probably the best division in football, hands down.
I think we've already discussed this. Okay. This is possibly the greatest division of all time.
But it's not just this year. I'm talking forever.
No, I'm talking this year.
You can't say this year though, because this year it's great on paper. We'll see it when they pads come on.
Okay, my point. Let's look at the NFC West. 49ers, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks.
Yeah.
The Seahawks got injured, okay?
Seahawks should have finished second in that league.
Okay, they had 3 teams with 10-plus wins, and 2 of those 3 teams were in the NFC Championship game playing for it all.
And 3 AFC West teams made the playoffs.
Just like that. Just like the NFC West.
Okay. So, but personally, you ask me personally,
yeah,
AFC West is a lot harder division than NFC West. Okay. That's just
Well, right now, only because of Seattle.
okay. So that's just my personal opinion as far as AFC West is, and we're the kings of AFC West. So we'll see who. I told you, I don't fear Denver. I feel LA.
I don't fear LA because as much as I like their coach, I don't know how consistent their coach is. Yes,
But
we're okay. I understand what you're gonna say. He's a rookie coach, but he's got Russell Wilson.
okay, he has Russell Wilson, but what does he? It depends on what he has around him, right? That defense was good, but that was good, but they ain't got the key guys that they had last year. And I'm just saying, as far as the Broncos go, I just said I personally don't have them winning. They can flop flop. Maybe they'll finish third, and the Raiders will finish last.
Okay, I'm gonna just put it like this: when it comes to Denver Broncos, they got 3 good wide receivers that a lot of people don't really give credit to because they haven't had a quarterback to get them the ball. They got 2 solid. No, not on paper. Legit. They're all 3 of them. Suton, old boy from Alabama, and then that other kid, I forget his name. And then they got a really good tight end. Still, even after Noah Fant left, they still got a good tight end. And then they got 2 good running backs. They got Williams and Gordon. Their offensive line is nice. Their defensive line is top 10. Their linebackers, they can blitz from both sides.
So, other than Jerry Jeudy, I don't see anybody on this wide receiver core that's decent. Courtland Sutton, really?
Yeah, Courtland Sutton is bad. That's a bad man.
KJ Hamler.
He's good. Keep going down that list.
I'm looking at this list right here. Kendall Hinton, Montreal Washington, Tree Cleveland, Seth Williams, Travis Fulgham, Caden Davis.
Oh my God, he don't know.
Jaden Virgil.
Russell, look.
Trey
Russell Wilson. Look, Russell Wilson is Michael Jordan. He gonna make everybody better.
Darius Shepard, is that rated to Dennis Shorter?
No, Darius Shepard was the quarterback who was also a wide receiver last year when they had injuries. Yeah.
I just looked up their depth chart right now. Okay, I'm looking at their depth chart. Andrew something? Okay with them. Greg okay, I'll give you Greg Dillard. Maybe even Eric Thompson, but I've never heard of Albert Okwigum. However how you pronounce that name.
No, I got you.
All right. As far as their defense goes,
don't even do it. I don't want you to scare yourself because you're gonna have to deal with it.
What? Bradley Chubb?
That dude is nasty.
Bradley Chubb? Where'd you go?
I'm switching because I gotta go pick up X, and I want to continue this conversation. Okay, go to the secondary.
I'm just looking at the 3-4 defense. Okay. DJ Jones, Mike Purcell, Dermont Jones, Bradley Chubb, Jonas Griffin, Josie Joel, Randy Gregory, Ronald Darby, Keenum Jackson, Justin Simmons, and Patrick Surtain II.
Oh my goodness! You said Patrick Surtain II last, like, oh my goodness.
Well, that's on the depth chart. I'll give you the secondaries looks decent, but your defensive line don't look good. Okay. And since when did you become a big Bronco fan anyway? You're not even a Bronco fan. You're a Titan and Arizona Cardinals fan.
Look what Price said.
I see they're one of their
talking about the Broncos.
I'm saying it right here. This is what I personally think. I'm just saying. I'm looking at your defense, and you're not even a Bronco fan. So why we're having this debate is I don't know why. Okay.
Because I believe that team is better than you're giving it credit, and I only think you're knocking it.
I gave you 9 wins. I gave you 9 wins.
Huh?
They got 9 wins. It's not like
You
they're
said
going
they were
under
going to be
500
in the bottom of the.
because the Raiders are going to finish 9-8, the Chargers are going to finish 10-7, and the Chiefs are going to win 11-6. That's why. That I think the
You know
Chiefs will
what?
still win.
Is it possible that the first plus ones?
Whatever you just said, you are drowning in water.
Okay, my bad. I'm driving from tower to tower, so give me a second. So, is it possible that this may be the first time that all 4 teams end up with 10 plus wins if everybody stays healthy in this division?
Possible, yes, it's very possible. It's very, very possible. It's
Because
very possible.
I looked at the Raiders outside schedule, favorable. Denver's favorable. I even had Denver as one of my Tennessee Titans 5 losses.
Look, the Denver's gonna go 3-0 the first 3 games. I'm not gonna lie and say they're not. They should beat Seattle. They should beat Houston. They should beat San Francisco. Okay, I think they
That
lose to
last
Las
one,
Vegas. I think they lose to Vegas. Okay, I think they might squeak in Indianapolis maybe. I think they lose to LA. They'll beat New York. They'll beat Jacksonville. They'll lose to Tennessee. Okay, I think they beat Vegas because it's at home this time. Right? They'll beat Carolina. They'll lose to Baltimore. They'll lose to the Chiefs. They might lose to Arizona. They're gonna lose to the Rams. They're gonna lose to Chiefs in Kansas City, and maybe they'll win at home against versus LA. So that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna get 9, possibly 10 wins, but you're gonna start off great. You're gonna go 3-0. The Denver Broncos are supposed to be 3-0 right off the bat because they play 3 weak teams. Weak teams. These 3 teams are gonna be on the clock. San Francisco with Trey with what's that? Trey Lance, right? Plays.
Yeah.
Houston, we got problems. Seattle, what? Sleepless in Seattle. They should be 3-0. I'm not saying they're gonna be horrible with Russell Wilson. I just said I don't think they're gonna win the division. It's not like I said, oh, Russell Wilson, they're gonna win only 3 games or 4 games. I told you, like I said last time, Russell Wilson gets you 3 more extra wins or 2 more extra
All
wins.
right, so let's shift back. Look at Jacksonville's schedule, and we'll go through one by one because I honestly think that they can win 6 games. But I don't know if that's likely.
So Jacksonville plays the Commanders and the Colts, the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Texans. They're going 2-3. All right, possibly, maybe 1 and maybe, yeah. They'll beat the Commanders, but I think they'll lose to the Colts, they'll lose to the Chargers, they'll lose to the Eagles, and then they'll beat the Texans. That's 2-3 in the first 5 weeks.
Okay, I got them 1-4 only because I have them losing to the Commanders in that scenario.
Right, and you never know. First game, new name, same name, new name, same unis, new coaches, same dead team that's always in Washington. So,
yeah, new name, but they fired Sam Mills today, the 3rd.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what. Apparently they argued over. They argued over difference of opinion. Apparently,
Right.
philosophy.
So and then look at Las Vegas. Chargers, Cardinals, Titans, Broncos, Chiefs. That's a tough open schedule right there. The Chargers want that game last year at the end of the year was crazy. against the Cardinals, we'll see if your boy doesn't flake and fold after he got that signing contract. I don't see the Tennessee Titans losing to the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, they'll win. They should beat Denver, and then they play the Chiefs. So again, you look at the Raiders, they possibly could start off 2-5, and in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the first 5 weeks, they could be 2-3, 1-4.
You know, it's funny you say that because we all said that last year too about the Vegas Raiders.
Well, look, how many games can Derek Carr help him? He can't pull everything. He can't pull a rabbit out of his hat every game. Granted, he did that great. He great last year when he did the comeback. I seen it. I seen the comebacks that he had last year. But
okay, if you're gonna say it, finish the sentence. He has the most comebacks in the NFL since he's joined the NFL, and nobody's been close.
But there's tape now. There's more tape. I personally, he's not that clutch. There's just a couple.
Did you just say more? There's more tape, like he's a second-year quarterback?
No, I'm saying that the more comebacks you have, the more there's more tape to be like, okay, this is what he did, how he got the comeback. That's all I'm saying.
And he's still got way more than everybody else. So I don't know how much the tape is working before.
Well, but again, we got to go back to what the teams that he actually came back on. How many good teams was that? Baltimore, maybe, LA.
True, and then okay, let's also hit the rumor. Drop tonight. Did we see a possible OBJ and Raider connection?
That's what they're saying. They're saying that OBJ is thinking about signing with the Raiders. I don't know why. What for? What are you going to get him back in the week 10? Like,
yeah,
OBJ
like week 8 or 10.
OBJ should just sit out of here. Who are you going to go to? You know, you sit.
Oh no, hold on.
This is a crazy show. All right, while he's gone, I'll take over for a little bit. If I'm Odell Beckham Jr., I'm gonna sit at home, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until that late in the year where teams need a wide receiver, and then I'll go play. But I'm gonna keep myself in shape. But I'm gonna rehab my knee, and I'm gonna wait. And I'm not gonna just go to whoever, because you're gonna go to the Las Vegas Raiders and do what? Sit there and learn a playbook when you can go to another team that could possibly be a contending team. Not saying that the Raiders won't be a contending team, right? Because there's gonna be a good year where maybe all 4 teams make the playoffs, right? And 4 teams in the division could make the playoffs. But if I was OBJ, I would wait until there's that team that needs a good or a decent wide receiver. Don't go to someone just to go. We're in August 9th.
Okay. And then what about the rumors of OBJ joining in Buffalo? They've been tweeting both of them.
I understand that. I'm just saying, if I'm Odell Beckham Jr., I'm not signing with anybody until the season has started a little bit later. Because I'm not. I'm gonna go to Buffalo and just sit there. And what if Josh Allen gets hurt? And then what happens? You sign with Buffalo to do what? You're gonna come back and no one's gonna be there. It's gonna be Cleveland all over again.
Hey, Von Miller said, "Come to Buffalo so we can ring chase together." That's what Von Miller said.
But ring chase what? They got their rings already. Just Odell Beckham had one couple of.
That's why he said, "Let's ring chase again."
But okay, you can do a ring chase. But what happens if he signs and that quarterback gets hurt? What happens if he signs with the Raiders and Derek Carr gets hurt?
Then they're gonna be jogging out the playoffs because
So
Like, there's
why?
not much they can do if the quarterback get hurt. But
So why, if I'm Odell Beckham, do I sign with the team now? I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna sit back and wait, and I'm gonna rest that knee and get that knee strong and stay in shape because they know he's probably still in shape. And then I'm gonna sign with the team that needs help. I have a ring. Granted, how I got my ring is whatever, but I got my ring. Now I'm not ring chasing because I've won a Super Bowl. Granted, he didn't play how he really wanted to, but he did that. He got that team there. So I'm gonna wait. Because what if the Rams start calling you back? Hello, this is LA. Yeah, want to come back to SoFi? We need you because you know
what?
one of our receivers got injured again.
Hold on. Now they replaced him now. There's a reason why they signed Robinson.
Okay, but I'm just saying. Hello, what? Cooper Cup went down. Uh-oh, what happened?
That's
All
look,
right.
you want to see all this bad things happen. Okay, let's jump to the
No,
next one.
I'm not. I don't. It's not like I want stuff. I'm just saying, if I was in those shoes, I would wait. I'm not gonna sign with somebody off the bat in August and 9th when I can't help anybody.
So you're just thinking, what if?
Why not?
Okay. What if Cleveland actually does trade your former Kansas City Chief running back? Where would you want to see him go? Kareem Hunt.
I like to see Kareem Hunt now in Buffalo.
Buffalo. Well,
Yeah, I like to see Kareem Hunt in Buffalo. I think they could help. He could help a quarterback like Josh Allen.
if Kareem Hunt goes to Buffalo and everybody stays healthy, including Kareem Hunt, dude, that's bowl bound. Like that's super. I can't even.
I'm just saying in general, right? Hold on, I'll switch you. So in in general, in general, right? I would like him to go to Buffalo. Whoa, me need you there. This is all right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like him to go to Buffalo because I think with that roster, and I'm gonna pull up that roster real quick. Why I have you here? I just think with that team, well, you want him in? You really in heart of heart would want him in Dallas?
I think he's better than Zeke in that offense. I think in that offense, I just remember when the Green Bay Packers went to the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. That was one of Aaron Rodgers' worst playoffs. But the running game was strong.
Right.
They had an explosive running back. Think about it. Every time we got Super Bowl teams, there's usually, he doesn't have to be the star, but you usually have to have thunder or lightning or that one guy that's different. Kareem Hunt's different. Ezekiel Elliott, I was trying to argue with Romero yesterday. For those of you guys who wasn't able to watch, we debated the Kareem Hunt versus Ezekiel Elliott conversation. Look kind of like this. And I admit that I lost a debate after looking over the statistics and everything that Zeke actually does do for the Dallas Cowboys. But I still think if you put Hunt behind that offensive line in Dallas, there's that's a crazy situation. I mean, look at what he did with Kansas City. And Dallas's offensive line for the last 5 years really has been better.
Yeah.
This year, I think it's more even. But
yeah,
you know,
I just don't. Could you imagine Singletary and Kareem Hunt? That's a pretty good backfield.
Yeah, right? that's a scary backfield.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'd rather go to Buffalo. If I'm Kareem Hunt, I'm going to Buffalo. Now, do I want him in Kansas City? I think I said last week. Of course, I'll take him in Kansas City. But Kansas City right now has so many running backs right now. We possibly gonna have 4 running backs on the roster come opening week. Okay, we might have 4 more. Our running backs, you know, they got Jerick McKinnon, Ronald Jones, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Isaiah Pancho, and they're all doing great right now. They could actually. Yeah, I don't think they need another running back, but I'll take Kareem Hunt if I had to, right? But I don't know if he would start. He might beat Singletary in Buffalo.
Hold on, it's my wife.
This show is crazy. This is a 2-wallet special. How many times he gonna get off this show and have something to do? He'll pick up his kid. Yeah, wife called now. Crazy. But like I said, I'd rather have him in Buffalo. If I had to use another Kareem Hunt team, I don't think I would do it would have to be like a non-contender team. I would think it would have to be like if Christian McCaffrey's out, bring him to go to Carolina. If he goes to maybe Philadelphia, he can go there. Or he can even go, if he wants to back up, maybe Green Bay. So those are the few teams I'm thinking he might go to. But my number one team would be Buffalo. What's up?
Okay.
What do you got?
The interruptions, I apologize. It has been crazy. It's X's first day of school back. For all you kids out there, congratulations. If you guys went back to school. If you've already been back to school, keep going back.
Kids go back to school tomorrow.
Yep. And it's the second day, and right now he's saying he's hungry, which my boy is always hungry.
Snacks.
You didn't get breakfast at school, baby?
You didn't feed him. You didn't feed your kid.
I was gone. Like, my wife dropped him off at school. Look, when I get my new job here in the next week or so, it'll be different because I'll be working graveyard and I can tend to him in the morning and then, you know. So. But I'm gonna feed him here in a little bit. Okay, X, I'll make you a fat giant ham sandwich.
Any other questions you got for me?
There was a rumor of Raekwon Smith requesting a trade out of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
One, do you see them trading him? And their general manager, I think you're aware of him. He's very forward thinking. He's not going to be with that old let's build defenses in Chicago. Like, he legitimately wants to build around that quarterback. So I guess my question is where do they trade him to, and what do you think they get back?
I don't think they. Let me pull up their roster real quick.
It's just that he's I'll say he's a top 10 linebacker in the league.
So if they do this again, that's the dumbest thing they did, because when they got rid of right? They do from the Raiders. They picked him up, and they could have built around him. They could build around Raekwon Smith.
So you think it was a bad idea that they traded Oh boy, to Khalil Mack to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Why? Khalil Mack ain't done nothing.
I think Khalil Mack he had a bad year, right? But he's still Khalil Mack can change the game real quick.
What did he do for the Oakland Raiders while he was there?
Well, they had a bad offense, so he couldn't do much. He was on the field a lot.
Oh, okay. So when he was with Derek Carr, they had bad offense. Okay. And then he got traded to Chicago. What did they do?
Who has no offense. So he's on the field a lot.
Okay, but when you go to Chicago, the expectation is for you to shine regardless.
Right, but you had Mitchell Trubisky, and then you had Justin Fields. Like, give him a good offense that where he's not on the field 80 plays a game. That's a lot for a defense.
So you're in favor of Khalil Mack.
Yeah. And the same
So you fear Khalil Mack on LA.
Heck yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, you don't feel the Chargers.
I don't fear Khalil Mack. I fear Joey Bosa.
But Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, you know how much Joey Bosa is gonna make Khalil Mack better? Because they're gonna cover Joey Bosa, and Khalil Mack can get those tackles and make those plays.
So what's your prediction for Khalil Mack this year? I'm very curious.
Khalil Mack?
Yeah. What is he going to do this year?
I'll say he'll have 7 sacks, like 10 tackles, two strip fumbles, maybe a couple 2 INTs. But
is that a game or the season?
That's going to be average per game.
He's going to get 7 sacks a game.
No, well, what's the average, right? So he'll get like
per season, he averages about 9.5 sacks a season.
Right. But this time, because of the team he's playing on, it's going to go up a little more. So I think he'll average in a season about 12 sacks.
So you think he'll hit the number 12 sacks?
Yes. Because I think talent elevates talent. Talent elevates talent. That Chargers team.
I know what you're saying.
Is going to be.
As a Chiefs fan, you're saying this. I get it. This is all I got to say. Bet a case.
I'll put it on there.
One case.
Okay, one case.
Let me pull out the Rocket Book.
Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Drew, Tranquil, Kenneth Murray, Sebastian Joseph Day, Austin Johnson. I mean, their defense, they're 3-4, so their defensive end and those tackles suspect.
Thank you.
Right, but J.C. Jackson is good. Nazir is pretty good. Derwin James.
Mm-hmm. Derwin James is awesome. Yeah, he's the best safety in the game.
Asante Samuel is pretty good too. So they got a pretty good defense. And talent elevates talent. And if you have to,
do you want me to take your word from you?
What?
Do you want me to take your quote from you? On paper.
Okay. But you gotta meet me somewhere. If I'm saying the Chargers look great on paper, I'll give you the Denver looks good on paper. But Denver has a brand new coach, a brand new quarterback, and a brand new offense that no one's seen yet. So we're not sure. And everybody looks good with shorts on.
Okay, but like I said, I will say this much. They got Russell Wilson. I know you haven't like that. I know that hasn't hit home for you yet. I know that hasn't hit home for you yet, but it's gonna. It's gonna in a bad way. So, you're gonna be like, "Who's that guy? How did he get? What is he?"
Okay, so he has Russell Wilson. The Chiefs got Patrick Mahomes.
I know.
Okay, so I'm just to me, when people go, I can say the same thing. Oh, Chiefs are gonna be down this year because they're gonna. I'm like, well, did you forget the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid? And they'll figure this out.
I don't know why you didn't start with Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey, the second best tight end in football. Period.
I'm just saying. And just Tyreek Hill's gone, so you guys are gonna drop. Are you sure?
I'm not. Look, hey, hold on. What did I tell you after you guys got the pass rusher? What was it? 2 weeks ago.
Carlos Dunlap. Yeah.
When you guys got Carlos Dunlap, I'm like, okay. I won't say no more. Y'all got Carlos Dunlap. I'm not.
That's what I'm just. That's my point. Is I'll give you. They got Russell Wilson, but
two cases or one.
One. I haven't.
One case. Okay.
One. I haven't seen them yet. We haven't seen a play. We haven't even seen a preseason game yet. All you've seen is highlights of people in shorts throwing footballs very, very far. And I'm not saying Russell Wilson's not a great quarterback, but with this new offense, it might get some time.
To make it more interesting, do you want to say 12 and a half, which means he has to get 13 just because that's a large number for him?
How about 11 and a half?
11 and a half. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Because I don't think he'll get 10. Like I'm confident. Like you make it easy. Okay.
Is this one of them? If we had bet money, you put like $10 on it.
I'd put $7.47 on it. I absolutely would.
But yeah, that's what I think. So, anyways, back to my on paper point. Yes, I'll give you Denver looks good on paper. You're gonna give me LA Chargers look good on paper. And I'm saying this as a Chief fan. As a Chief fan, if it's not Denver, by the skin of their teeth finishing in last, it's going to be Las Vegas. But all four teams are going to find their way into the playoffs or right there where they were a game away.
And I understand you. So I just had a feeling that due to the coaching, because look, he's either going to, after last year, what happened to him, Stanley is either going, is it Stanley or Staley? I think it's Stanley.
It's Staley.
It's Staley. So Staley is either going to rise to the occasion or he's going to falter and they're going to fire him and find another coach because they're not going to waste time with this quarterback. And I bet you, if not by the end of this year, before next season starts, oh boy, Herbert is getting a contract extension.
Oh, yeah. It's like I said on Sunday. Some of these quarterbacks, it's time to put up or shut up. Right? Some of these coaches are the same thing. It's time for Justin Herbert to shine. Just like I said last time, it's time for Dak to shine. If Dak don't get to the playoffs, he might be out.
It's there. Finally use the Rocketbook. All right.
All right.
I'm going to start leaving these bets on the Rocketbook. I'm going to email this to you now.
Okay.
All right. Leave it right there. I got to download the Rocketbook app, and then I'll go ahead and save it.
No problem.
I got to talk to our correspondent.
All right. So what else you got? You got any more questions for me?
Nope. Those are the 5 questions. We went through all 5. Or unless you want to talk about Jimmy G, that's the last where we want to see him go. I said the Giants made a whole lot of sense, like 4 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And then now Colin Cowherd is all over he should go to the Giants. He should be a Giant. And they had a huge fight in yesterday's training camp. Offensive linemen and offensive coaches, offensive line coaches and offensive line get into fights. DBs is fighting receivers. Sometimes Colin Cowherd gets on my nerves, but he made one good point. If you have a leader on the field, you don't have these issues. Kansas City, you're not having these issues. The Denver Broncos with Russell Wilson, everybody's on camera having a ball and a good old time. And the quote in Denver was, "We haven't been this excited or this determined to win games since Peyton Manning." That's a large statement. Like I said, you don't get it yet, but it is going to come. And it might be a hard lesson for you to learn. So where do you want to see Jimmy G go, man?
You want to bet? You want to bet 3 cases that Denver don't win the division?
I'll bet 2 right now.
3.
2.
3. Come on, Mister. You're the one that.
All right, no. I'll spice it up a little bit.
Come
2
on.
cases. Hold on. 2 cases and a $2 bill.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I can go right back
Now,
to the record.
if
That was on page 3.
That's Denver, though. Okay, Denver got to win the division.
Denver got to win the division.
I didn't say anything about my team winning the division. Now,
I know.
This you know. So I
we betting for Denver.
I got 3.
You got 3 shots to get it right.
4 shots.
And I'm still betting on Russell Wilson. Broncos.
But so to answer your question, where do I want to see? Where would I like to see Jimmy G go? And you're gonna sound. It's gonna be to you. You're like, I can't believe it.
No, I won't be shocked.
But I think he has to stay in the NFC. Okay, I think he stays in the NFC, and I think it's gonna be the NFC North. Right.
Vikings.
And in the words of my man, I play golf. I'm not with golf.
Hey, you know what? That would be a good fit.
The Lions. I'm thinking Jimmy G to the Lions would work.
That would be a good fit. I didn't even think about that one.
Jimmy G to the Lions. I would think Jimmy G to the Lions. And I know I was like, you're going to be like, what happened to your boy Golf? I thought you liked your boy Golf. If I get Jimmy G for Golf, come on now.
No. That's a good bet. That's a good bet.
Not born yesterday.
You were born on a day, but not yesterday.
Exactly.
I got you. All right.
I was born on a Friday, but not this Friday.
That's 2 cases and a $2 bill.
All right. I want them crisp $2 bill too, so you better call the mint.
No. No, that's the point. You got to go to the bank and get it. Look, Joey, yes. Daniel, no.
All right.
I want 2 cases and a $2 bill.
Okay, like I said, I want you to go to the U.S. Mint and go get one nice and crisp right out of the printing machine.
Now I'll go to the U.S. Mint of Chase Bank. Woo! All right, so we did our rundown of the teams. We added some extra topics. Honestly, I thought we was going to do like 10, 15 minutes. I didn't think it was going to go the full hour.
When it's us, it's an hour. It's always an hour.
But I will say this. On Sunday, when we have our episode, hear the background on this real quick. Okay, so I was watching ESPN today, and they were talking about who is the box office player in the NFL. And I don't want you to answer that now. We're going to talk about this. Hopefully we get the 4 of us. We get Big Boy in. I don't want to pick one player. This is not fair. I think we should all pick 3. And I'm wondering if all 4 of us or all 3 of us will at least have 1 or 2 in common. Because, like, literally, that question's been stuck in my head all day. Who is the best box office player? One for me was really obvious, but I don't want to answer now.
Russell Wilson. Is he playing Denver?
Actually, no. But that just adds to the, like, Who are the 3 guys you would go pay to see? That's going to be the question of questions on Sunday when all 4 of us meet. And
so
honestly, right now I'm still trying to think about what I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning. I really have no idea.
So I got some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
And I haven't put this up, but we're not having a show on Sunday.
Oh, no?
No, unless you want me to get in trouble.
What happened?
It's the wife's birthday Sunday.
Oh!
Ain't no show this Sunday.
Okay, so yeah, tell her we're doing it on Sunday.
Well, it's been a nice knowing y'all.
No, for real. Are we gonna segue to Saturday?
Possibility. Just put on hold for a minute. I gotta figure out some stuff.
No. Same here. I'll talk to the wife. I don't know if I'll be in a new job on Saturday. I really don't know.
I'm thinking maybe Friday.
Friday.
Yes, I'm thinking we push it to Friday. 1, I'm off Friday. 2, so it's a lot easier for me. And 2, I can figure out if we push it to Friday, have a nice, good conversation on Friday. You know, start off on the weekend with that same topic. So I'm thinking maybe possibly Friday. Right, I got a couple of things I gotta get done in the morning, but I mean, by the time we do the show, I'll be done, ready to go. And I don't want to die, so that's why I'm not doing it on Sunday.
No, I understand. And it looks like I might be hooking up with Mike, who's I haven't talked to for a really long time. If you guys don't know Mike, he's Mike on the mic with the mic. So,
dude, if you on the mic with Mike, on the mic with 2 wallets, that's a lot of mics.
I know, right?
I'm very interested. I'm gonna have to tune in that because I really want to know what he thinks about this whole dolphin tampering thing.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely ask him, or you could join me because I think we're gonna do Sunday morning after church.
I'll work in some morning on Sundays. I'd be working on Sundays now.
No, it's all good. I mean, I know you've been stringing them together. You know, you're working man.
Yeah.
You know.
But we possibly be back on Friday. I'm thinking more we come back on Friday.
And you guys already know Friday is like, that's the one day like every week I have to get. Like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about this morning. I hit up on Kevin Durant. I don't even want to go there right now. I still can't believe he took some hood comments that you're not supposed to tell anybody, and he walked into the office and said it. You don't do that. I mean, he did it. I mean, what is the old Southern saying? He has no coof. He has no coof. And those of you guys who don't know, I'm rocking the blue for Big Boy. Rocking that giant blue, or as Big Chiefs know, that Dodger blue.
Hey, Dodger blue, bro. Ain't no giant blue.
Hey, Big Blue, man, Big Blue.
You in California. You look like the blue meanie right now. That's what you look like.
Oh, that's cold-blooded. See, now I got to change the color. That's me. Well, all right, there we go.
It's Kane.
Now I'm Kane. Yeah, I'll roll with Kane. I just need some flames right here. Just
Kane, or you the Brood? Are you gonna come out, shoot out some blood, and then drink some blood?
Nah, man. I'm sorry, man. If you're gonna make me choose, I'm choosing Kane over the Brood. Especially for entrances. Man, call Wild Man. When are we gonna have a general WWE conversation?
And we'll work on one of those.
All right, call Wild Man. I ain't seen Wild Man in a minute. I just want to see where he's at, what arenas he's visited lately. That dude is always in somebody's arena. I'm telling Jesus. It's all right. Thank you, everybody, for coming on the mic. Thank you, Big Chief, for joining me. I love the take. I love where your mind's at. Boy, we need football. Bang, bang! Mick Foley, baby. You're going to add a signing off?
Yeah, I'm going to go polish my Super Bowl ring.
Oh, boy. And as I say at the end of every episode, which I'm starting to string together, good morning, good evening, and good night.